All in together now.
Do you have a ZG confirmed?
8:30 apparently.
8:30?
Yep.
Nice.
All right, I'm stealing the channel.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna ping.
Someone come click at DMF for me.
Yep. I'll run my level 1 over.
Perfect.
Just give me a minute.
Does anybody have anything they want to talk about before we start playing Plague Wing?
Um,
Sheep.
I'm a sheep.
talk
I'm a
about-
sheep. Please.
No, you're not.
Raid leader. Raid leader. Wait till he's inside. Here he is.
I know there's things we'll talk about during. We can come back after. I just want to make sure. Minnow's talking about having some new strategies. Is he in the channel? Not yet.
I think they're raiding free agents tonight.
Okay, well.
No. We're done. We've been done.
Oh, did you guys do it?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Slave Maker and Hammer.
It's not bad.
All right, I gave him a chance to come share. Maybe he shows up later. Maybe he doesn't. I think we had a great week. The elephant in the room is that we didn't pull one of the trash packs, and so none of it counted. But I don't fucking care. I'm still excited, and I think that we showed a lot of character. So let's try again Tuesday. If we did everything literally the same, I would be just as happy. Just pull one extra trash pack. And then I think there is a lot of room for improvement too. So I'm going to hit play. The trash was clean all night long. Couple deaths. Mostly clean.
Yeah, surprisingly clean trash for only the main tank having buffs, right? So I think everyone showed a good amount of restraint. We didn't have many deaths.
I like Fury Warriors coming onto these slimes. It takes us a bit to pull them back, but Fury Warrior can tank these guys. Even in Lionheart's what I'm wearing. It's not bad.
Rich, can you expand the video?
Should I recast?
I'm just seeing it on your studio, like in a small corner.
Ooh,
We're seeing your stream, not
let me
your
recast.
actual video.
Thank you.
Now we're fine.
Okay, I'm going to hit play again. I like coming into the room to kill these things. Everybody does that. Some of the casters get excited about being in a position on slimes, but y'all are going to have to simmer down. Because these motherfuckers hurt, and you know we're waiting on pulling Pats here. I don't know shit about trying to wait on like Pat timings to start our run. I mean, we got lucky this week and saw it. We were going to use a priest to mind vision around the corner to see where it was at. But this moon had a good Pat time to we could just wait on it. If somebody wants to try and time something, then we can try and do the math, but I was just going to mind vision on Tuesday. If it's in a safe spot, we'll just pull the slimes without it. Minnow's picture was really helpful. I'll have to find it again, but that's what I was basing all the judgments on. Pretty sure this was perfect. I don't think there were any mistakes in this room. Outside of patchwork.
We didn't have any deaths before patch, yeah?
Correct.
None.
Why was Chew panic shouting for taunts at one point? Do I remember that correctly?
He was taking a bit of damage.
I think he had an ignite rolling on Thaddeus.
It would
That
be
wasn't
helpful to
trash.
assign backup warriors in case someone panics here. Like, let's just say Big Bad Bomb. Who's here at VOD Review? Ludwig. I'll never ask you to challenging shout taunt in this room. I just want you to be backup forever.
Sure.
All right. So if you hear someone having a midlife crisis like Charles, then just
I think I might have taunted here for him.
You probably did.
I think. I don't remember.
I like Tronk shouting the first pack so he can focus on A-bombs the rest of this little walk we're doing. Trunk did a good job picking up the A-bombs and keeping them away from the raid. We could focus on the scientists and shit.
Can you rewind 10 seconds, please? 10 more seconds.
Plugging in.
Yeah, can we be mindful whenever we're challenging shouting these packs? Like, can we pull them on top of the one that's straggling? Because there's like always one in the back that's like hanging out and not part of the group getting AoE'd. Like, you can see it there. Like, the person who shouts, can you like just move the pack over on top of that guy? Because that guy's not moving. Like, I don't know if that's something, if you can taunt and like just move them over there.
If they're casting, they won't move. You could try. Sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. I think this was my shout. Yeah. I mean, is this what you want? This is me on this.
I want all the mobs together.
Yeah.
So that I can fire all of them.
All right, this is my shout. I'm coming in. I want to hit as many as possible. If there was one back here, I'm not waiting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but if you just shout and then stand like over by him.
Is this acceptable though?
Yeah, that's great. I'm just saying the one pack, there was one guy way out of the group.
Right.
Big damage. And, like,
So how
it
do
was
you
just
prevent that? Yeah.
opportunity? I don't know.
No, I hear you. Stack things for maximum cleave. That one was pretty good.
The
I guess they don't need more clickers.
Like, be under the understanding that I am not hitting taunt unless the mob is away from the pack or after a challenging taunt, because there's been many times where like the challenging shot will pull in the big guy too.
Honestly, Chunk, I don't even want you to tank scientist during this. If you're all eyes up on the A-bombs, that's literally the only thing I care about.
I'm sitting on the A-bomb waiting for either it to follow me out of the pack or after the challenging, because there have been a few times in that last pack is a good example where the challenging shout actually took the A-bomb into the pack.
Yeah.
Which makes it difficult.
Yeah, you did a good job this week, so whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Yeah, I was happy. Let's just hit play at 1 times. So this was the biggest fuck up of the evening. Cam dies. The tanks were in position, so Druid's where he needs to be, Cam's where he needs to be. They're both on the threat table. They're trying to take a hateful. They both have hatefuls at this point, so the tanks are doing their job. Cam is taking heals. I see a big fat ass health bar on him. And now he's dead. Let's see.
So it looked like it could have been a batch based off of what the...
Oh, I'm sure it batched.
Yeah. We had heals a bit before and a bit after. It was just a bad sandwich of heals.
How do we prevent this from batching?
Pump heavier? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cast it earlier? Pre-cast?
Yeah.
Batch
Oh,
work.
is mine 0.01 second before he got hit? Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. And I had one right
So-
after.
You got to be better, Weed.
Zebus would say
That's
front load the
shit.
heals. Yeah, you gotta front load those.
Front
heals.
load, yeah, front load.
Fuck these hoes. All right, we're just going to hit play and keep going. Somehow, by the grace of God, Executee had potentially the most clutch moment in all of Classic of any raid I've been in, and literally tanks the hateful for the entire way. If it wasn't for you, all the melee were dead. We were dead one at a time, and he wouldn't have died on time.
And the guild would have disbanded.
It would have been
GG.
bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally saved
We would
us.
have been raiding right now.
Maybe the guild dies. Maybe it doesn't. Xe is going to tank now.
And almost die 50 times.
Dude, look how low
Yeah.
he gets.
That was for me a good moment in Classic.
How did you
Healing
even-
you there?
Yeah, I like that.
I was sweating, man.
So how are you healing so much right now? Like, how do you even have health? None of the other warriors have health, but Xe has health. How?
We're
Dude, I'm taking
pumping
hatefuls. They're
and-
healing.
No. You haven't taken a hateful yet, have you?
As soon as Cam dies, I start getting hit.
yeah.
Okay. I don't think you've taken a hateful yet, but you might have.
Taking a grateful. Am
Right,
I
they're
right?
druids,
Grateful.
they're
There's a
I think
hateful.
one. Yeah.
So did you pop Stone Shield? What did you do?
I made sure I had shield block up every time I got hit.
So you have a weapon on or a shield on?
Yeah.
There's another hateful.
You would be dead.
Okay.
Dude,
Did you
I got
Stone
a
Shield?
lion
There's
heart
another
helmet
hateful.
Wait, did you not have Stone Shield?
No, I didn't bring
How
one
the
with me.
fuck did you not die? then?
Dude, he was dropping at like 200 HP every time.
He gets to like literally a dead bar, but he has HP.
Rich, just go to the resource
There's a
tab.
hateful.
Go to the resource tab and just pull up Xy's health for that fight.
Dude, I aged like 3 years on that fight.
I wanna know which other healers like just totally swapped to X because I'm one. Reaps.
Oh, look, it looks a lot like the healer's heart rate.
I was trying to heal him and Trunk.
Look at that shit. Oh my god.
This needs to be the guild name and whatever
Literal 1
barcode.
HP.
Put this into a barcode, and this is our new guild name.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it. Honestly, you saved the whole night. We wouldn't be here having the same conversation if it wasn't for Xe tanking this hateful.
Good thing we haven't given him any gear, so he still has like his tank mitt stuff on.
I'll play the most
Look
rest
at
of
this
it at
bar.
2 times, but I wanted to see this.
Oh my god.
Look at this.
It's just so fucking close every time. I was expecting. I'm like, one of these is gonna crit, and I'm going.
Yikes.
No, he can't. He can't do a crushing.
Yeah, Hateful's
Yeah, they
tank
never crit, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
He only died once he got to Enrage phase, and then Enrage Hateful.
I just popped shield wall too early.
Yeah.
Because he started hitting me just like a tad bit harder. I'm like, oh fuck. I
I called
gotta last
wreck.
a little bit longer.
Is this a bad rec call? How do you guys want it called? Because this was what I was thinking.
It was too late.
This is too late?
Yep.
No recklessness call?
I think so.
26%? Hell no. He's a long.
If anything, it's early.
It's early.
Yeah, it's early.
Is it early?
Yes.
I think slightly, yes.
Do you want to execute during...
chance he dies in the next 15 seconds.
Maybe it was the wrong call.
So how do you want me to call execute? Because usually I look at this indicator.
I feel
is
like
usually
our
safe.
warriors are good enough to judge it on their own.
I mean, honestly, I kind of look at where we were last time and
How
try
long does
and-
rec last?
try and just
The
judge it.
difference, Elder, is it's 15 seconds. The difference, Elder, is sometimes warriors want to hold rec for like Thaddeus to parse on Thaddeus. But if we're struggling as a 40-man, I'm going to make a raid call. And even if it's the wrong call, I expect everyone to follow it.
I think it was the right call that night. I'm just saying it might have been a touch early if that's when you called for it.
Yeah.
Probably, but if anything, just barely, because we go through execute phase and like probably 10 to 12 seconds at most.
Like before this past one, I went back to like our fastest clear times, and our fastest for patch was like 157.
Yep.
So, is that count up or count down?
57 is 10 seconds faster than we did it. So if this
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
157 kill, this is the right call. Well, no, because it's 10 seconds. It's a lie. It's still 10 seconds early.
Then around like
Because
21%
the
or
timer
something.
speeds up through execute.
Okay.
I think we just slowed
I
down
don't think
too
it
because of
necessarily
the early
doubles.
fuck.
All right, let's say it's early, and I should have waited till execute. I'm going to hit play again. By the way, I'm just here to get better. So
191.
yeah. Let's get better together. I don't want anyone to feel hate tonight or whatever. Just want to clear a little more efficiently next week.
Did you not turn that into a soundboard clip?
Can
Our
you?
Discord is friendly.
Why did you get killed? Did you not dip again? Did you get chain healed? What happened?
I mean, at this point, I figured it didn't matter if someone dipped or not because Xe is, hanging on by a thread. Maybe the play was to lose my health so that I wouldn't take a hateful here.
Well,
But-
Xe dies and then people start getting it.
Yeah,
No,
Xe.
yeah, Xe did. Rich died before Xe died. I could have.
Yeah, I did. Xe doesn't die until Enrage.
I passed Xe here accidentally.
Oh, so you're full health at this point, staring at your health bar. So that's
Did you say it was accidental?
I think you passed Xe for a second on the
Yeah, here's where I'm about to pass on the.
Xe's
hateful.
no
There it is.
longer.
Yeah, right as you pass him.
I like how quick that is. It's just
Yeah.
like,
That's
whoa.
why. This is why I tell people that no one's above any of the tanks. Literally, this is the exact same reason. Because imagine this is going as it's supposed to. It takes not even half a second. I'm gonna play it at quarter speed.
There's literally no time to respond.
I'm gonna play quarter speed. You see, I'm not above them, right? I'm about to be above them. Watch. I die immediately.
Instant karma.
I'm pretty sure if your health
Whoa.
was, if you re-dipped, you wouldn't have taken it.
He wouldn't.
I would not
but
have.
So,
Yeah.
he would have.
I should have dipped.
It
I should have
probably would've
dipped.
been ribbons.
When
It
it comes to
depends.
skills.
Yeah, between ribbons and
Xe dies. Oh no, he's not dead yet.
hanging on by a thread.
I stopped attacking, I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't matter if you stop attacking or not. You're still in top 4.
You gain residual threat from the hatefuls the way it's distributed to the top 4. So even if you're escaping, you're still gaining threat.
Even if I'm out of melee range?
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Xy's still alive, 74 health.
If he's out of melee range.
Dude, he takes an
That shit'll
enraged
never
hit.
happen again, man.
He takes an enraged hit and lives.
Yeah.
What a legend.
I die right here.
You
Not
died.
only-
Shield Wall wouldn't
Yep,
have saved you.
Look at this.
Maybe it does.
Oh, oh.
Oh, still alive.
Yeah,
It was like
that's
the last
that's
second.
There
Yep,
we
there
go.
it is.
Did we
The
figure
last
out what
hateful
happened
killed
with
you.
me?
I mean, not only Exy
And
did a
then
good
Druid
job with
dies
the
too, right?
healers.
Yeah, he
Druid
does.
does die
Druid
here.
gets clopped.
The healers did a good job switching to Exy quick enough and keeping him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Druid
just
looked
leave
like he
him.
died in the last hit of the fight.
Hey, if that happens, I don't think I switched. I can't remember. Can we call out what group number? I don't know. Like maybe
Well, if
I'm
you're
just
healing
retarded.
Cam, you should probably be healing X.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
was about to
healed
say-
Cam, so I wouldn't just went straight to.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
it was
just
a
spammed the
miracle.
bear.
I would just heal me more next time.
Yeah, the answer is healing Cam earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna be spamming like right off the jump too. I think I spam rank 1 chain heals, but just off the start.
Yeah, even to get inspiration.
Even if it's just healing waves at the beginning, like just start casting it when Patrick's looking at us.
You want to keep chain heals up because it heals all the other tanks that
Oh,
take
okay.
hits too.
There you go. I don't know anything about healing. Don't listen to me.
I mean, off the bat,
We
you're
don't.
chain healing anyone if they're full HP.
I know, Grundle. I liked this call. People were slow to stack, but whatever. I know I'm not a god.
Yeah, we lost time here.
We saved time from not waiting on the pack completely. But the call wasn't made to pull until everyone was stacked. Yeah.
Yeah, threat was really strong early on this fight.
Surprising, I didn't have Death Wish.
No, just did a good job. Like, for real, this is an amazing VOD to watch because we did so well.
Rich in 27th place, just like playing your Warlock, dude.
Yeah, I'm competing with the purples right now.
Oof.
No, you're not.
That's the worst.
Some tanks. That's all right. I'm be a purple again soon. I'm coming home.
Flavor of the month roller.
Yeah, I do what does the most damage. That's what I play.
Ain't gonna stick it out with the rest of us bums.
No. I play meta. I'm not smart enough to make the meta, but I'll play it. Trunk tanks here. Cam, I really like it when you hold Death Wish.
I had some unfortunate parries at the start.
But if you'll, so you've not Death Wished yet. I really, really like it when the main tank here holds Death Wish until the first fear to break it, or like right before, because you know when it's coming. But Death Wish to get you through 2 fears, I think is huge. It might potentially save somebody buffs if you go to 3 fears.
I think my first Bloodthirst was parried, and then Slick just kind of ate it.
Parry, 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 parry.
Those were literally my 2 hardest
Exactly.
hitting moves all night long.
If you noticed, I tried to switch it up on Thursday.
I got two
dodge, parry, dodge, parry, and boss.
2 2500 fucking.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry.
Back to back.
Every week I'll give you something new.
Yep, that's what's problem with
I like
daggers.
the. Sorry, Sab, I interrupted you. I like the tank call to swap here. I don't make many good raid calls. This was a good raid call.
Who called that?
I did.
Some guy.
We did lose a mage here besides Chew, did we not? Or am I crazy?
Cam missed the jump, which is not ideal.
The tank with buffs is on the mage side. And I think if we've only got one tank with buffs, it needs to be on the mage side because they lose people over there sometimes. Granted, y'all killed yours faster than us this week, but usually that's not a problem.
We killed it way faster than you guys. Like, was threat low on your side? Threat doesn't look
Yeah.
bad.
I mean,
Wait,
we have the
a
buffs.
buff
had
at the beginning.
no buffs
I think
over there.
Scab got killed, right? No.
Nobody's dead.
I died on 4 horsemen
I
because of
can't.
that.
Might have been
That's the
Slick.
jump.
Slick died on Gluff.
Yeah, that on Gluth. I'm good here.
I almost hit a 20,000 shadow bolt this week. That was pretty cool.
Sounds cool.
Art 50.
Yeah, there's an art, random art.
Let me log over.
So not to go too crazy on changing something we've done for months, but every guild I see does a different Thaddeus start than this.
How do they do it?
They do it where the main tank at the start is on which would be our negative side. Everyone else is on positive side, so half the raid doesn't have to move on the initial swap.
Yeah, I asked about that many weeks ago, and I was told to fuck off.
Okay, fuck you, Grundle. Yeah, we should do that for sure.
You just stay on the side of the boss so you can just jump down from the platform, and then you have a 50-50 chance of already being in the right spot.
That's fine with me. Parry haste. Are we worried about parry haste? I would rather put it this way. I would rather do Tronk suggestion and put everyone on one side and the tank on the other, so that we're not parry hasting. Because in Grundle's scenario, if Tronk is on one side or the other, he's parry hasting.
I mean, he's getting parry hasted regardless when the fight's going on, right?
Yeah. But, okay.
I would just put everybody on the opposite side, to be honest.
So, which side is everyone going to stand on? Positive or negative? Because I say positive.
We need to make sure we make this very clear at the beginning of the fight if we're changing this.
Which side does Tronk jump down from?
Tronk would.
I mean, it depends on how fast the
Usually
rows
negative.
are.
If everyone has buffs, Tronk's negative. No. Yes.
All the guilds I've seen have the tank on the negative side, everyone else on the positive side, so that half the raid doesn't have to move.
Does it really matter what side you go on, or can
it doesn't?
No, it doesn't matter at all.
You can just guess.
So I'm saying the fact that we're complicating just talking about this so much doesn't give me hope for us not killing half the raid on Thaddeus, but whatever.
Do we want to do it or not? Should I make a straw poll? All right, we're straw polling. We'll come back to this.
When was the last time we actually killed someone during the boss?
This is a pretty simple thing.
Let's just vote on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were very confident that people were going to know what they were doing on the 4 Horsemen change too, and we saw that went. So
We're still doing the 4 Horsemen strat this week.
We can revisit the PowerPoint.
No, we're doing it. I can't get straw poll to pull up. Fuck it. Let's just say we'll do it. So Tronk's going to be on negative. Everyone else is going to be positive. I'll be really annoying and loud, and people will hate me, but I will talk to the people and tell them. I'll mark myself and then take the mark off. So Tronk will be here on my mouse. The raid, including myself, will be here with the mark on us. It's minimal. I don't think anything else is worth looking at. We had the 82%. Did we have the mocking blow? Did that all go?
Something I don't know what happened. I didn't see a mocking blow. I just heard it. Someone yelled taunt. I taunted. I didn't mocking blow. It seemed like it was okay.
Is Cam here? He is. Yeah. Did we mocking blow this week?
I don't know if
Yes,
this
we
is
did.
the third time it's been said, but
It's parried.
I fell off.
You guys.
You fell off. Yeah. Okay.
I would have gladly done it.
That's what it
I'd
was.
already died, and I tried to jump like safely, and it was a step or so too safe, I guess.
Good call. I forgot. Okay, so it's as easy as that. That's no big deal.
Hey Cam, did you make the jump?
Oh, War Turtle, no.
Last week? Nah.
Did you go to like? What's it like being like Elder?
Rich?
What? Rich?
Lots of gold.
Fuck these hoes.
Would you trade 10,000 gold for not being able to make the Thaddeus jump?
No, I would miss the Thaddeus jump for 10k gold.
Every time.
Well, you get 10k a week?
10k a week.
I'll jump down there while the ads are still up if you want to take
Gargoyles go really well. I was pleased. I think we can do the same thing every week. Tanks body pull. Greg, take a little time off here, and we'll body pull's best.
Is it worth pulling Noth all the way to the corner? I mean, we're losing up time.
It's easier to pick the ads up.
It is.
Let's look at it. I think everyone else does.
Some of the ads, I mean, Druid does do like the best he could, but it's just some of the ads are just crazy getting loose. Like, so I say we keep it the same because it will just make it harder.
Sit, reset. We killed 5 gargoyles. Ready, check for the boss. This went really well. No one died. It was faster. This is faster than Classic Raiders does it. I spied on their VOD this week. You can tell them I said that. I watched their VOD. I watched their total. I watched their whole run on Wednesday. We watched it on Friday night. Via and Charles and I. We can beat their time, by the way. I'm not saying that we will, and I'm not saying that it's guaranteed, but we can do it.
We can't beat the time playing safe, though. We need to do something that...
No, we have to play like we did last week. Honestly, this trash is almost perfect. I still think our trash is better.
Where are we losing 12 minutes then?
And buffs.
Losing 5 people with buffs on patchwork.
1 phase makes
This for 12 minutes.
Yeah,
I was going to ask, are we going to attempt the 1 phase max now? Because I don't know what the.
I bet we could.
How we would be that much lower.
We'll talk about it.
Well, and we also lost tank buffs on
Neil, can you clear the booty bed?
Staff and KT were both long.
Our 4 horsemen matched theirs this week. 4 horsemen was a big improvement for
Yeah,
us.
like our staff was so slow compared to last week, and I know we had full buffs last week, but it was very like tank just Tronk being dead and not having buffs anymore. Not that he was dead, but like not having buffs going into staff. Like I had to throttle a couple times.
And then honestly, not to meme, but Sunder uptime does add up on trash.
Fairy Fire. What about Fairy Fire?
Oh yeah, people are complaining about Fairy Fire too.
Yeah, I have a weak order to track it. I should be better about that because I know Druid will cast it when it's called.
On every single mob.
So I look at my UI. It looks like shit right now because my demo shout is still up. I meant to disable this. It didn't get done, so I wasn't really able to use this new weak aura. But I'll take responsibility for that. I'll try to play better.
How much armor is Fairy Fire?
Enough to matter.
550.
I mean, that's a lot on trash as well.
Yeah, I'll try to monitor it better. Feel free to get the weak aura and help call Fairy Fire.
Trash is only 62, which already has 1,000 less armor. So,
if anybody, let's say this. Open comms for Fairy Fire calls. If you see Fairy Fire's off the mob we're killing and you want it on there, then you can say whatever the hell you want in comms.
Get the soundboard ready.
He's gonna have to be the one to be doing that because the Fairy Fire has a 6-second cooldown on it.
Especially on Lotheb when we have Druid log off, and that was just my shortcoming. Cindy's not here right now, which is fine. But I'll have to communicate to Cindy more. I've not been.
Yeah, like especially on bosses, like it really should be up on bosses. Like to have it up on every single trash mob might be asking a lot. I mean, it would help a lot.
And that's what the big guilds do.
Just use your Fairy Fire water, man.
Can we look at their total like
Like,
boss
you're
kill
kinda
time? Because I would bet that we would shave off a decent bit of time with.
Usually when there's
kill times
VOD,
with how much we left earlier.
usually when there's log requests for other guilds, I have someone in a part of the VOD review look it up while I play the video, just to save people's time. So if you wouldn't care to look that up, we'll talk about it. You just compare our logs while we keep this rolling.
Their
Lotheb's
overall
fine.
damage is higher than ours.
Lotheb
When I
went
looked at
well.
the last log. Log.
I believe it. I didn't call for Cindy to put up Fairy Fire. That's my fault. I should have seen it. Feel free to call it next Tuesday. Open comms on Fairy Fire.
I'm gonna find some really gay sound clips to play.
Yeah, man, Fairy Fire. We need it. We gotta have it. I like this strat. We do stuff while we've got Lotheb debuff. Classic Raiders does this too, just a different style. Other guilds are doing this. I
They
like
go
it.
into the 4 horsemen.
My potion's on cooldown. I had Stomps to shout. I probably could have done it, but Stomps did a good job.
1 minute on heart. For those
So
who
were
need
you
it, so-
purposely not using mine? I think I was calling it out like that I had it the whole time.
Yeah, I don't say I don't remember. I don't like using yours because I feel like it puts you at risk. And you're our only tank with buffs, when other warriors can just use a potion. So yeah, maybe I was babying you a little bit, but I just really like your buffs at this point in the run. I'd rather a DPS die with buffs that didn't use their shield or their potion appropriately. So that way, at least there's a mistake. It's not something that, you know, like, well, if you were better, this wouldn't have been an issue. But people did a good job. So yeah, I would probably look past you, Trunk, here. Log in, Heart.
50 seconds.
I think I would look past you again, Trunk, because I want you to keep your life.
Okay.
If someone has a potion. I thought we did a good job killing this boss. Maybe the best we've ever done.
I have a question on this fight.
Yeah.
I was standing behind him on this fight. Is that a problem at all? Or...
No. Did you have a suggestion, Menno? You were in my DMs a little.
Oh, no. We should put a fourth melee or warrior in my group instead of Sindenha. Since I twist more than...
This was scary.
Does anyone volunteer to go to group 4?
Who wants totems?
Big bomb.
Okay. I'll try to move
whoever wants it more, though, should be in my group because I got dropped a little bit more.
If I'm spec'd into the totems?
I am too, so...
Oh, shit.
I think Alan said it's not worth it to spec into improved totems, but... I mean, if you have them, then you may as well use them. But yeah, I don't endorse that spec. It's probably bad. You just didn't do enough theory crafting. But if you're going to have it, then yeah, we can move someone.
I like it.
Yeah, this trash is pretty much perfect.
There's an Oni in 3 minutes, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, y'all figure that out. I'm not even looking at that.
Can you call when Oni goes out?
38.
Someone should call walking. It won't be me.
Christopher walking?
Some guilds are going into the hall
Call it the walk.
from pack 1. I like what we do. We're just going to keep doing what we do. It's fine. I prefer it this way. If anyone feels strongly to die on this rock, now's the time, but I like it. Little extra cushion to prevent a catastrophic raid wipe. Worth. Greg does a good job pulling these ads. Really did a good job the whole night, so GG. And now we come down and we meme about keeping the high ground and no one's fucked it up yet, so that's good.
You're gonna wipe the fucking raid.
I'm not gonna have mages decurse in spider packs anymore.
You have to fucking stay high.
What the fuck?
Do you have the...
Move, don't move.
Yeah, that one.
Move, do not move.
Yeah. I do my best.
Mine.
That's all I can do.
I got most of the good ones from this week.
I'm a sheep. I'm a sheep, please.
No, you're not.
You got to get the one of the friendly Discord.
I told you that shit was gold, man. The second I heard that.
I have a request. I'm sorry to interrupt good times. I need someone to remind me to pop Fire Potion and Spider Wing because I get close to dying every week. And Fire Potion helps a lot. I like to use Stone Shield here, but I go down to 200 something health. I didn't have buffs, but if someone could please help me use Fire Potion anytime after Patchwork, probably fine. 218 health I lived by.
What are you getting hit by?
I'm taking an ad.
The Rain of Fire.
Oh, okay.
Also probably Rain, yeah.
That wasn't just, you didn't just take 7,000 damage from Rain of Fire.
No, it was an ad. I'm taking an ad.
Does Shaman ever drop a fire resistance totem? Fuck no.
If you still have full buffs, that's another buff slot.
True.
Gotta summon Rich to Ubers and get him the fire buff.
True.
Actually, no, we could use fire resistance totem, actually. Since it's the water slot.
Two people
we
watching the
usually
stream.
have
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Is it water?
Yeah, it's water.
Whoever's here, somebody's watching.
Frost resist totem is
I
fire.
see
I
you.
was thinking about that. But no, I wouldn't take up another buff slot actually.
Water is the essence of wetness.
Cam does a good job here. Let me rewind.
Oni any minute, I'll call it out.
So I asked Cam to taunt Skitters. I don't know what he did, but he did a really good job of doing it.
We're probably resetting on it too, by the way.
Like right after it goes off.
Who's we?
Later
Yeah, who's
tonight.
we?
Free agents.
Free agents is going to do a full buff train.
Are we pushing off buff now?
Cam died there. Oof. So that's why I don't want my tanks. That's why if Cam had buffs, I probably shouldn't use him, because imagine Cam losing buffs with that Skitter pack would be just catastrophic.
I wouldn't have.
But on the same note, if you had buffs, you would have lived. But all the Warriors potions are going to be on cooldown, so I'll probably have to use a tank. Should it be Druid or Cam there for Skitters?
I've never even been worried. Like after Chong said, not to
There
use
is
the
no,
Skitters with
like,
buffs, I would not die. There's no chance.
We have
Like,
never been at
even
risk
if I
with
didn't
buffs
get heals, I
for
might
that.
Okay.
Honestly,
probably be okay for
I'm gonna call Cam's taunt there then, ideally every week. Hopefully he's got buffs and he'll live. But
Did you run into him and like run away? Because I think I had a heal for you, but you ran out of distance. So if we could like have like Greg pull him to you or something, whoever's taunting.
Yeah, I did kind of walk into them.
And you had a weakened soul, so I was gonna power word shield you, but I couldn't.
this trash is so clean, guys. Like really, it feels good. Too good, unfortunately. If we killed that gold pack, then we would have counted.
I don't know. I really think that our spider wing is clean enough where, like, if we go first, we just bang it out so quick.
Should be dropping any second.
If we can skip again, we will. We'll just make up the trash before 4 horsemen.
Did we get that weak R that Via linked or?
I'm not going to be responsible for tracking it. I have too much shit on my screen. Neo volunteered. I don't know if anyone else wants to.
I mean, you can, but at the same time, like Vaya said, it's usually bugs out, and I mean, it's really not hard to remember we need to kill 4 packs of the ghouls. Like, I can be playing Wrath of the Lich King, and I won't forget that shit now, you know what I mean?
Alright,
the
Flex.
drop channel said to log in.
Here you go, log in. I like this skip,
Hold
how
on,
we just
he's
all
not walking
came.
yet. Walking, go.
Walking. I like killing gargoyles on this side of the wall a lot. It makes skipping so much easier. So at this point, I called to kill the gargoyles, and Charles said, fuck you, we're skipping, and that was a good call. Because we did really well. So I played Drill Sergeant here. I'm putting it at quarter speed, because I know I said a couple names of people probably weren't happy with me. But so this is the way I see it. All this green shit is fine, and if you're on this part, you're wrong. Okay? If you're jumping, if you're doing anything over here, makes me really sad at you. So there's someone up here. I don't see who that is. But, like, please, just stay left. This is how I'm going to play. And if I say your name, I'm sorry. It's not personal. I'm literally just looking at a line. So someone here. Who's here? Grundle?
Yeah, hello.
Unhappy. Move.
It's
not about you.
And tell me that I'm causing a problem.
I'm not telling you you're causing a problem. I'm telling you there's 40 people in this raid. I'm looking at a line. I don't want you to be on it.
He's already pulled the Acolyte.
That's fine. I'm just telling you, I'm going to police that line next week too if we skip. And then we skip here. We're gods about somehow skipping a shade. We've never. So do we have to kill the shade? Do we know?
No, you only have to kill 2 shades in the whole instance.
And we did that?
We killed 3.
Okay.
We just missed a pack of ghouls. Was all.
So if this happens again, we're skipping the exact same way. We're skipping all of this. We'll kill it before 4 horsemen. Just to be clear, this was golden. This is magic sauce. We would do this again.
I thought it was specific per wing.
Nope.
There's no way they can track that.
It's not per wing.
Okay.
It's total. And if that's wrong, then this is being streamed, so you can clip it and troll me through Lich King.
Those ghouls and all that, the ghouls and the shades technically aren't even in a wing. They're in the outer ring of Naxxramas.
Yeah, everyone's on the green. I like the green. This is the green. Druid's a little high for me, personally. Big Bad Bomb, little high for me. Please come down lower. Who's this? Who the fuck? Someone went up there to peek.
I don't know. If you put on your volume,
me.
I think you yelled.
I probably did yell. Again, it's not personal. Big Bad Bomb. Fuck, get down here, boy.
I thought we had to pull it. That's
Come on
why.
down, boy. Simmer down now. Get off the ledge.
So that really shows you how close you can get, though.
Step back, please.
Yeah, it depends on where the shade is on the pat. It was on the far end of the pat from where we were, so it didn't pull. If it's on the closer end, that would have pulled it.
No, it's not personal. You're doing a great job. I'm just, like I said, I'm looking at a line. If you're away from the line, I'm going to say something.
If your raid leader tells you to do something, you should do it. And not do what you think you think is best.
All right. Well, people want a one-phase Maxna. Here's what I'll say. If we haven't lost anybody, and we have full fucking 39, 38 people with buffs, the decision has to be made after the first round of web wraps. Because if it's 3 warriors, we can't do it. So who's going to make that call? Because I don't know if I can.
But you can't wait till then anyway, because you already have to have stuff popped.
You need to have Rick available for this.
So we can't wreck until Maxna.
And if this is the last wing, then we won't have it for KT.
We would have it till KT because this is not the last one.
Yeah, okay.
We're at
I wouldn't have it
47
before
minutes.
Horseman.
We might not have it for KT. It's an hour 27. We might not have it.
What CR does is everyone pops wreck.
Yeah. I don't want to start in Spider Wing this week because we've never done it that way. I would just rather lose a full 60 seconds and do it our way and not one phase this.
I don't think
Only
it's
like
even that
30.
much of a loss.
30
like
now.
20 seconds.
It's not 60.
Let's just call it 60 seconds for the sakes of argument's sake. I say we 2-phase this and lose 60 seconds. Does anyone want to die on this hill?
I mean, the only way we can all is to go first.
I don't give a fuck about parses. I stopped caring about my parse a long time ago. I'll check it, but the only way I measure success now is the full 40.
We all know that tank parsing for DPS is the most important parse.
Yeah, so
healer parses are the most
it doesn't sound like anybody's dying on the hill, so we're going to 2-phase this. And maybe we do something later, and we'll talk about later.
48 seconds slower than CR.
How many? 48?
28.
Okay, well.
You're at a
fuck
minute
it.
7, they're at 39 seconds.
We're going to 2-phase, and we lose time here. This is literally, I've watched CRs run, okay? I've seen it. I've seen how they pull gargoyles. We watched it all Friday night. This is the only way we lose time, is Maxna.
We always say, like, so are we going to try fucking Spider Wing first 1 week at least?
Not next week.
Well, other than next week.
Yeah, and maybe any other week, but next week. Yeah, maybe.
All right.
There's literally no reason to swap the wings unless you're doing sub 1 hour.
Yeah, we can argue about this next week when Dark Moon Fair is not here. Today, the discussion's tabled. We're starting as we always do. I really liked the way we stopped DPS this week. I don't know if it's because I bitched about it last week, but it was a pretty good job. So thanks. Let's just pull it up. Let's just see, just because we can. So we're going to imagine where I call to stop DPS. Maybe like here. Who does the most damage? Girth, you gotta stop damage, brother. Kiriwan, Grundle, probably this is Dots. Corruption, yeah, it's Dots, it's fine. It's a Shadow Bolt. Anyway, I'm getting into the weeds. I thought we did a good job.
There's stopping damage, and then there's just vanishing the Reb Wap and just hitting.
Web wap.
Web wrap.
Okay, but hear me though. Hear me, because I'm not trying to do more damage. I'm trying not to do damage to push her into enrage. So if you're trying to vanish batch and like keep uptime on your parse, and I probably, and we'll have to talk to Hot Fries about this, but I'm sure he talked about this in the Sarth interview. If you're going to be totally sacrificial for the 40-man atmosphere, then you probably aren't going to parse as well, because you're going to have to do things that aren't conducive to numbers. And I think this is one of those things, like, I really, really don't want her to enrage when we call stop damage. So if people are trying to pump out like an extra 10,000 to be Mr. Pink, it's
Where
not
does
going to end well.
What percentage does she enrage at?
30 every
If
week.
you're asking,
That's
that's a problem.
Yeah,
You
so
don't know.
I'm
That's a problem.
DPS. Okay, first of all. Second of all, I'm not DPSing anywhere near 30%. And it's not, you know what I mean?
But if there's 35 of you doing the same thing,
Doesn't
you
matter.
might.
I just save every cooldown for the 30% and just blow everything when you call. Like, I don't.
I don't want to make you the bad guy, honestly. I like you a lot. I don't want you to be the bad guy here. I'm not saying you're the bad guy. I'm just saying I like the way that the raid stopped damage this week before raid wrap. Whatever, web wrap.
Except Gareth.
Except for these people.
Yeah, I never stop damage. You can look at my
fuck up.
fucking... I'll fucking fight you.
This is Ignite. All the mages are Ignite. Look at that. Proud of the Mage Core. Let's talk about the Mage Core. Good job, mages. The only thing you did was Ignite damage on stop damage.
Reap, are you here?
Kier did 300 less damage than me. Why don't you yell at him? Oh, he's not.
Do you want to log back in so we can get someone's going?
Yeah.
You made the mistake of showing up, dumbass.
We have 27 people here. We're doing good, guys.
Talking to now.
We're only missing
All right,
13
we got
shameful.
Songflower summons up.
The typical Garth argument. What about the other guy?
Typical Grundle argument. Why are you fucking standing next to the
There
slot?
were a
Whoa.
few scary times where we did not have clean disarms here.
You're right.
A little sketchy.
You're right.
We took a lot of damage, like a lot of damage from whirlwinds here.
Reap.
I mean, we were still disrespecting at this
Yeah,
point.
sorry.
Yeah, we disrespected unarmed whirlwinds.
I mean, it's gonna happen. You have to.
I think it only gets better too, though. We had 5 warriors without buffs. Like this dies even much more quick with that extra damage too. Not saying we shouldn't be
I
disarmed,
don't really
but
need a summon. It's all good.
just pointing that out.
Well, it's going out. So.
I would have liked to have buffs to do more damage. The only time I died Thursday was patchwork. I lived the rest of the raid with no buffs. Yeah, I want to pump. I think we do a good job pumping. Really, like I just don't want to bitch and moan and complain because we did a really good job on Thursday and we deserve
Alright, I'm
to
gonna
recognize it.
hop on Exy for a summon.
Greg did a good job pulling here.
When's the next Songflower?
17 minutes, 16 minutes.
I like pulling to that skull thing, even though Grundle likes the doorway. I just feel good about that forge.
You guys need Songflower summons?
What is this, though? Like, why can the melee not get into the corner? I put a mark on myself. And I ask, everyone stack on square if you're melee. All the melee come to square. Where is it, people? Where are you? Is it, like, too demanding, do you think? Like, can we just always guarantee this is the corner that the melee come to?
It comes quick and it comes.
I think I was also shouting the whole time, get to the back awning, so I don't know if people like were just behind on the back.
Which Songflower we got?
The Zugs are drawn to the skull.
I'm still alone. I'm alone here.
It's the wrong mark. Say they all went to the skull.
Yeah.
It does get pulled over to the right, though.
So all this shit is into the casters. Like, imagine they spin and it's not disarmed. Just imagine what happens.
I'm pretty sure Brad dies. So just imagine that.
No,
times
when
like
Brad dies, Brad was standing in the melee group.
Imagine one captain spins here. Like, I'm going to play this at a quarter speed, and I'm just going to feel bad about it the whole time. This is the shit we watch guilds do, and we talk about how they don't get punished for it, and they're lucky, and we wish we were that lucky. This is that shit. He might fucking spin. I don't know. Does anyone disarm him? I disarmed him. I hate my internet. I don't know why it's so shitty right now. I'm sorry. I taunt him. I want to drag him away. Druid taunts him. I don't know who. Someone drags this captain away. Thank God. I don't know why it's so blurry. I'm sorry. If anyone wants to buy me a PC, send me a DM.
It's like watching Raid on a TI-89 graphing calculator.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit normal. All right. That's the most I'll complain tonight, I promise. We did a really good
you have
job.
the modern graphics on.
Yeah, I run WoW on top graphics, but that ain't asking much. A classic.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised you don't run it like with the vanilla graphics settings.
Oh. Why does Brad die? Is this the first time he lost buffs?
You can definitely see it on my stream if you go, like, he's standing in the melee group and just gets whirlwinded down.
You can see it from your stream too, Rich, right there standing in there. He's already dead at this point. You gotta go back. He died in the last pack. Already dead. His health bar's at the very bottom one on your raid frames.
Why are you up here? So whirlwinding, you're standing here?
Yeah, that's him with the glowy stuff.
No.
Yeah, right underneath your cursor, you can see him with the hammer.
Ooh. Okay, how do we keep Brad alive? Do we mark a healer?
No, you don't. I don't think keeping Brad alive is the goal.
Operation Keep Brad Alive.
Yeah, there is no keeping cloth alive in that.
How do I keep you from okay, this has 1.2 thousand health, and I need you to live. How do I do
I
that?
love the chain heal bouncing off him too as he dies.
Fucking batch.
Don't stand by the melee, please. I'm not here to be mean. I just want to get better. Yeah, this all goes well. I think this is 2 times. It is.
I don't know what to do about it, but just observing as a healer, I feel like this stretch and that part where Brad died, like the melee is super inconsistent of where you guys are going to go and where you're going to stop. And so sometimes I'm casting a heal and then you guys are out of range, and other times I'm right on top of your asshole and I'm expecting you to go another 20 feet. So I don't know if that's what happened to him or not.
Is it this stairwell here or this ramp?
No, it's just that whole, once we come around to that corner where you were saying, let's pull to this ledge. Like once we get past that ledge, I never have a fucking clue where you guys are going to go. How far you're going to go, how fast you're going to go, any of that.
Right here, from here on?
Yeah, from here after this pull on, like the distance that we go and whether they come to us or whether y'all charge into them. Like, yeah, sometimes you're 20, 30 feet yards outside of my heel, and sometimes I'm standing right on top of y'all.
Okay, I hear you. And that's why Brad dies here, and that's probably why.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it feels possible to me.
Yeah. So, ideally, do we hunter pull this or body pull this? Because I'm thinking we body pull with charges and risk getting feared into the next pack.
Wait, didn't we learn we're not supposed to charge these?
Well, that was the first one. We haven't learned on the back ones.
Body pull.
Body pull or charge?
Most uptime.
Body pull or charge? There's a difference.
I don't know. You want the most uptime on these mobs before they fear.
So we're charging.
I am never charging in.
So we're body pulling. So Trunk body pulls and no one gets ahead of Trunk. I think that's the solution. So let's just say, Greg, no more pulls after we leave the Skull Forge. That sounds fair. So Greg is not pulling in this room. Trunk is body pulling. Warriors can charge, but they have to stay behind Trunk. So I need to put a mark on Trunk then, and not me to be in the corner. That's what we'll do. Someone remind me. I will write it down. I'm writing it down while I play this.
I do not have tactical mastery, so I cannot.
You don't need to charge. You don't need to charge. Just run in.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back.
Just a thought for these 2 horses, the other group that run in. We have the hunter pull them up as we're fighting the last pack up top. That way you don't have to wait on the pad ever at all.
All right, it's in rating. That's what we're doing. I'll mark Trunk when we get to the DK balcony. And if I forget, remind me, but that's my intention. Pretty good at forgetting stuff. I like body pulling these and Hunter pulling the back wall. Because I think a body pull on the back wall is just asking for trouble. So Greg did a good job here. Casters did a good job staying back and let the browns and yellows take the charges and cleaves. And then we clean this trash up, and Priest do a great job on Resuvius. I don't think anything changed. I think it just all clicked, and they did a good job, and there was no problem. Nothing broke early.
I taunted the first one a little early because I wasn't sure if my macro was going to work in case I had to use the pet bar.
Yeah, I felt like I stayed on threat for a long time.
I think it's okay to stay on threat here, honestly, because literally threat doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this taunt debuff, and I'm watching it like a hawk. It's the only thing I'm watching.
I feel like people aren't pushing as hard. If
I
I'm
agree
ahead
with
of
you.
them on threat,
it's a good point.
Then it means your warriors aren't, because I have the threat reduction pieces.
Yeah, everyone
You
needs
guys
to
are
pump.
rogue striking,
Everyone
so you
has
should
to
be ahead
pump.
of the rogues.
So I'm pumping as I wreck on this fight, actually. But yeah, everyone needs to pump as hard as they fucking can on this boss. Threat doesn't matter. Threat doesn't mean shit on this boss.
I also, and the negative, the downside also to the warriors not pumping is when it does break, every single time Resuvius runs to the casters. So even if it's a fuck up, we still need warriors to die. Otherwise, it really fucks up the timing and the running and all that stuff.
I've already volunteered. I'll be the first warrior to taunt every week. You don't have to worry about taunting until Rich is dead, and then focus on taunt lipping, because I'll go first.
Yeah, just make sure you're pushing cooldown stuff.
I fucked up and clicked off DMF right before that fight, so won't do that again.
The hard part is when you guys lip, it like makes the threat piece really funky, right? So like if the rogues are coming up, and we're supposed to try an invasion for a bit, we have no idea when we're actually going to be able to pick them
You would
up.
have to call it, I think. You'd have to be loud in comms and say, Stab's going to evasion. I've got this. Just stay below me in threat. It might not happen. It might happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more of a fluke if the rogue picks it up, honestly.
That's probably true. I wouldn't ask you to plan on taking it, but if it happens, it happens. I really like Death Wishing and Fapping on this next pack. That worked very well. I think that was Cam's suggestion. I could be wrong. We just got to make sure disarms go out, but this was lovely. Then we were on to Gothic. I'm going to skip because it's a waste of time. I don't think anyone died. Actually, I know. Oh, Brad dies. Exy
Wrong.
dies.
Exy dies. Gets teabagged. Exy gets teabagged on.
If you're a healer on the live side, you cannot be in front. You have to stand further back. And the reason for that is the Death Knights will charge the closest target in the range side, and they'll always stun them in the whirlwind.
Actually, we should watch this again. So this is a brutal pat. I remember walking up thinking, okay, we're going to pull gargoyles, but we couldn't pull gargoyles because of the pat. So, like, what do we do here?
I feel like there's a part I could have pulled them and I didn't.
They're both at the bottom. If you pull them at the bottom, we're going to take extra stacks, but I guess that doesn't matter.
I mean, it's literally 5 seconds.
Yeah. So I remember thinking here,
we
like,
should have all ran to the right.
Like, you can't pull them here, right? This is a no-go.
We all run in onto the upper right ledge, sit in the middle, and then you pull them, and they run all the way around, and they'll come up on the ledge.
Okay. That's going to be scary for our raid, but we might try it. At least I know the call now. But you did a good job pulling them. So I'll try to make that call. Again, it really makes me nervous when people aren't standing on the green pipe, and I'm just going to say their name whenever I see it. We may have pulled the next set too. I don't remember. We did.
We have to pull these if we don't see the Death Knight. This is a lot harder to skip than the spiders.
2 Dark Desires and fucking 4 boxes. Are you shitting me?
Get fucked.
Just want to say that we have a SF that is safe and 3 minute 30 on it.
There you go. Good
Just
time.
don't die.
What's the time?
3:30. 2:30.
Alright, I'm logging in.
3:30.
I don't want to pull mages while we have the bat debuff. Does anyone disagree with me?
It depends on the stacks, I would say.
Yeah.
If it's like 2, 3
3
stacks.
stacks. You think
I
you're
think
good here? You
it's
think you
fine.
pull mages with 11 seconds of this shit?
You just got to nuke one of the guys, because if 2 shadow bolts go off, it's a problem. If one goes off, it's okay.
Okay, can we do that? Because I don't think so.
I do. They delete. We delete them.
All right, let's see how it goes. Do we get 1 or 2 shadow bolts? Because I know I called for the reset. You telling me you don't want me to reset poison sacks at 3?
I mean,
Not
we
at
don't
all.
even do it against.
Not at all. Then pull the goals afterwards. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna pause this shit and write that down. I wrote it down. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'll call it. So if we pulled this pack of gargoyles, our run counted. Skip it because we're fucking professionals.
I mean, bright side, it's good to see we can actually skip some trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one time we successfully skipped trash, we discovered.
Okay. I fucked up. Here. Others fucked up too. I'm gonna assume we don't have another PowerPoint, Grundle, and we're just gonna talk about it. Is that safe?
Go nuts.
Okay. So there's 2 groups. The first one is Big Bad Bomb, Executee, Nerivios, who is not here, and Charles. Y'all are all going to the back right where Ziliak is. Ideally, Stomps doesn't have to. That's group 1. Everyone else is literally the same. Group 2 is after the first transition happens. So let's say 3 marks. Group 2 is going to run over and taunt Ziliak off of the DPS warriors that have been there.
1 minute on song.
So it's going to be 1 minute. There you go. Rich,
1
Zug,
minute.
and Druid, who is not here.
I'm here.
Druid is here. Okay. So Druid, literally the same rotation you've been doing for weeks, if not months now, you're going to continue. What had happened was I confused you because I started probably screaming, panicking, or shouting something about you're going here to tank, he's going there to tank, whatever. Literally, you do the same thing you've been doing. So every week for however long, and I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, after Skull dies, Thane, you've been going to Ziliak to relieve Stomps.
I relieve. I'm the third release, so I think Big Bomb was picking it up first, and then I was
Okay.
after him.
So that was, again, my mistake. So instead of the third release, because right now probably you're sitting in the safe zone until it's your time to go and taunt.
Yep, I sit there for 2 marks. I can go in immediately if you
I
prefer
want you
that.
to go immediately to Thane, or excuse me, to Ziliak, who is marked with a yellow star. Back right corner if you're in the door.
Okay.
I am going to meet you there, and I made the mistake because I did not meet you there. I went to the safe zone like I have been doing. So that's a no-no. I will meet you at Sir Ziliak, the yellow star in the back right of the room, on the second rotation. Literally, we're taunting off the DPS warriors when they get 3 marks. And the warlocks will be coming to do damage. Grundle has orchestrated that. Everyone else is the same. Nothing changes. Except for the people we talked about. So Executee, Big Bad Bomb, Druid, Rich Zug, Mages, and Warlocks. It's just Nori, Chutoy, and Warlocks.
I didn't realize we were going back to that. That's where the confusion was.
Yeah.
Because the week before, you said we were just doing everything.
Yeah, I fucked it up. I'm taking credit here. It was my mistake. We're going to execute this week, though.
Quick question then. So, Bomb is taking over for Stomp on Ziliak. So, who is taking over for the second tank?
Who is going to taunt off of Druid, who's round 3. That's a good. So, the second tank is usually Big Bad Bomb, which Druid is taunting now. So, Druid's second tank.
You are mixing shit up or saying it wrong. So, Druid is third tank. So, who is second?
Druid is now second tank as with Rich Zug because Warlocks are there in this round 2.
Okay, but you just told him to do the same thing he's been doing every week, and now you're swapping it up on him.
No, he told him to go immediately.
He told me to change.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
So round 3 is missing a tank because Druid was round 3, but now there's no one there, is what you're saying.
So you should wait for round 3 then.
I have to tank Mograine round 3.
Okay. What about Stomps?
Tronk, maybe? I'm taunting off Tronk, actually.
Or what are you talking about? Sorry.
Round 3. It's not Tronk. It can't be Tronk. It would have to be Cam could do it. Unless Cam goes to blow me, which when fire resist, I don't think he is.
Why can't Stomps do it if he was going to tank anyway? I mean, he doesn't even need tank gear
Stomps could
for
do it. Stomps could do it. So that would be Stomps to Ziliak on round 3 because he's not been there yet. All right, I'll have to write it down.
When does Stomps go to Mograine?
Stomps is round 2 at Mograine. So Stomps is going to be at Thane doing damage now, and then he's going to run straight from Thane to Mograine.
So who normally picks up Blamo second? Do I need to do a normal tank rotation? Like if I'm starting with Exy on Ziliak, do we then go to Blamo? Or is there already tank rotation set up for that? Because you start with Blamo. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was accounted for.
Boschtal and then Ribbons.
Okay.
So I've written down Stomps' part. He's not here. Everyone else is here, and we're going to review it while we're buffing up before 4 Horsemen.
So can we just clarify what happened? I am still confused what happened.
Stomps tanked Ziliak because no one else was there, and he was following his regular assignment, which it's lucky he was there. He tanked him for too long because no one came to relieve him.
Who usually does it?
Big Bad Mom, who did come to relieve him, but it was a little slow. We'll hit play. So Big Bad and Exy go to X, which is Mograine. Next week they're going to Star, which is Ziliak. They're going to Death Wish and Wreck to do a fuck ton of threat, and Ignite won't matter. I want a Sapper. I want a Sapper here also. There's no reason not to Sapper. So raid Sappers. Tanks drag their targets to corner. Markin died. Unfortunate. Stomps is tanking Ziliak. Bosch is going to come relieve me. I'm not sure when Big Bad goes to Ziliak, but that's who's relieving Stomps. I'm supposed to go there. What, Girth?
Can we watch Bomb in the Void Zone?
Yeah, if you find it, I'll rewind it. Okay. So Big Bad Bomb's supposed to be... I don't want to say it's supposed to be because Tuesday we're doing this differently. But like, if this were Tuesday, Druid would be going to Ziliak to relieve Big Bad Bomb and Execute. The Warlocks would be rotating to Ziliak, and I'm supposed to be at Ziliak with Druid. So this is confusing, and I don't know how much we should talk about it. I wrote down what's supposed to happen outside of, as people understand their assignments, Executive, Big Bad Bomb, Nori, Charles, and Warlocks. Druid as well. I eventually realized that I'm supposed to go to Ziliak because I'm sitting in the safe zone and then think, oh my god, I'm supposed to be over here. It can happen to anybody. I did it. I'm in the wrong spot, so I'm going to go to Ziliak. Big Bad Bomb's already there, but I feel that I'll taunt. All right. He pulls back because he's doing lots of damage. It's fine.
So do you want me to stay in rotation, or do you want me to just DPS?
I think I want you to stay in rotation. What is your rotation?
Second person to cover Ziliak once Thane dies, mark 6.
I thought Big Bad Bomb was supposed to cover Ziliak on round 2.
No, Bomb's on Ziliak round 1.
Well, yeah, in the new strategy, but the old strategy.
I
never tanked.
I
Okay.
was
The old
tanked,
strategy.
so that's why I'm asking.
So then, yes, Elder, you could
Druid
actually
should
do
stay
round 3.
No, don't change it. So Druid stays as is, round 3.
No,
Elder
Druid is
does
round. You think so? Okay. I see you.
So stop changing stuff. Yeah. just
Yeah,
keep
I
it
see you.
normal. And then you go with Elder.
That's a good point. Yep, that's getting confusing. But so Druid, you would cancel the assignment we just gave you. All the changes we said, those are in the wrong. You're going to be round 3 like you always have been in Elder. Elder is going to go like he has been doing on round 2 from Thane to Ziliak. And that's already been what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to meet you there. Just have an extra taunt because usually I wait in the safe zone.
Okay.
You're going to be tanking likely because you're going to be doing more damage than me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good. Druid, forget everything we said. I'm so sorry that this is confusing.
I've been following it.
I'm trying my best.
I have not been.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not opposed to DPSing if you want me to have more DPS around the room too. I don't really care.
No. I want you to tank like you have been round 2. Big Bad Bomb, you're doing round 1 damage on Ziliak. That's the yellow star in the back right of the room. You're popping.
And you still want me to have Death Wish and Wreck, right? For threat.
Yes, yes, I do. You're going to have to pop a Stone Shield. Because you're going to be taking melee damage.
I'm going to try and remind myself to pop a Shadow Pot.
Why don't you?
In between Gothic and...
you can't do that because we're
Bring
going
a
to fight
holy
Acolytes,
potion.
so they're going to eat it.
Can we put a Holy Potion on him?
Does
Holy
like
Potion
600
doesn't really do much because if it chains, then the fact that would save you would just do almost nothing. You want Shadow for the marks.
Yeah, I still like
So
the Holy Potion. And
I'll
both. You could apply the Holy Potion early is the thing, unless you're using... Hold on, let's look. Are you using Mighty Rage on cooldown?
Trash? No. I save lips for trash because I don't like killing myself.
You'd have to go to counters and trash, I guess.
Good call.
I don't think I've ever popped a Mighty Rage on trash.
Never?
Nah, maybe I'm not pumping hard enough.
Missing out.
Never lived.
They feel good.
It would be under buffs, maybe? Not cast?
No, this is it. You use Mighty Rage. You use 10. You're the 3rd highest. You'd use more than me.
For bosses, but not for trash.
Yeah, you're going to like it on trash. Just don't use it in Spiderwing.
Don't take criticism from Warriors who lose to Warlocks.
But he didn't though. He got killed.
Oh, he did.
I know, but look at most leagues, right? Ugh.
I'm not saying I'm perfect. I just like theory crafting and trying to get better, so that's what we're doing.
What mobs do shadow damage?
The Acolytes.
The Pats? Okay, yeah, it's...
If you are going to pre-pop a Shadow Pot, you need to sit greater than 30 yards away from them so you can avoid the AoE shadow damage.
And miss out on damage.
Also, if we get the pack with the like the Death Knight Rider guy, he does shadow damage too.
Yeah, I'll just communicate, and if I have Stone Shield up, that should be fine. As long as I don't get into like a 6 mark, even with 5, with how much health I have, I'm fine. Because the 5th mark does 5k. I'll also have to shield and be safe and communicate it. We should be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we'll be good. You're going to do lots of damage. You can probably get to shield wall.
So we're going normal path with A-Bomb, then Plague, then Spider, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of when I can use my recklessnesses.
Probably in
only get 2
Construct.
then.
Once in Construct and then 4 Horsemen.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think you could save it till Thaddeus. Probably Patchwork's your best bet.
I'd have to look.
You can save it till Thaddeus. Like 4 Horsemen is the last boss we're doing before Saf. Like,
what's that time it takes?
Yeah, it's going to take us more than half an hour to do all of Plague, all of Spider, and then all of Death Knight.
We can check. I have a timer up here. We can look after we finish VOD review and dismiss. There's 26 people here tonight. That's a pretty good turnout. It's something we could pull KT faster, but it's better than wiping.
Yeah, we could definitely fast. We could have people drinking in a circle.
I think, so.
Yeah, you can drink
a
in the
lot
circle.
of time to like get recouped.
Just make sure everyone
Probably
goes
pull
in
here.
once so no one pulls the
Yeah, it's a decent pull.
skellies behind us. Watched a group do that the other week.
I did tab here to find music because someone requested music, and I was feeling so good. I looked for music during this trash. I did.
In the first 30 seconds on trash, you don't do anything as melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some tunes on.
Crazy
I put
MC
two on.
RNG too.
Minnow put one.
1 or 0?
1.
Yeah. I would fuck for this week. It's gonna be like 7.
RKT's clean. I don't want to jinx us, but shit is ice cold.
So,
moved over to the 3
something to
group,
think
I
about.
don't think we've ever died.
Something to think about. If Slay doesn't show up, we're down to Rocket Helm.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mini will replace Slayjoy, but who would replace the Rocket Helm? Girth, maybe? I know he's got one. Is he already assigned? Let me look.
Hey, Slick, are you exposing or am I exposing?
I thought you were.
Okay, I will. Just know that
Okay.
that puts me out of order with your thing that you posted.
Girth.
Yes.
You and
Just
Stabio.
Yes, I do know that.
Switch me, because
I
I will
will.
expose and I will rocket home, because I don't care about that.
Girth and Stabio need to roll, or just decide amongst gentlemen. This is actually
If Girth is
dangerous.
exposing, just
I'm
have him rocket
exposing.
home.
I'll rocket home.
You don't
It doesn't-
expose on KT.
You don't
anyways.
expose on KT anyways, exactly.
Do you guys want? So you're volunteering? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, my damage is going to suck. I'll put the helmet on.
Okay, so you're left side 2, Rocket Helm, and the left side is by my diagram. So if you're at KT's door and you're looking in towards the throne, the left side.
I'm square. Is that square side?
Yes, that's square side.
Okay.
It's your side, west side, strong side.
Square
Second,
side's the best side. Let's be real.
Yeah.
As a raid, square dominates.
second Rocket Helm. Do you want me to adjust the
Square where
picture
I
for you?
am?
I'll adjust the strat.
Square must be opposite of me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this play. This was dangerous as shit though.
Can I say something nice about a player? I know that might be a little bit out of character, but the way that Josh gets out of the void zone and adjusts himself not to be in ice block range of the square group. Fucking
Say
shout
their
out.
name for those who don't know.
Shout
very
outs to you, Adiani.
There you
Shout
go.
outs to you. I saw you do that. Made me very happy.
He's not here.
Oof.
I will.
Rest in
I will
peace.
tell you posted.
This
He
is
gets-
dangerous. Go ahead.
Yeah, we game in
Sorry, go
Delaware.
ahead. Please continue.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm doing
Okay.
some work actually.
This
Yeah.
shit is dangerous right here. So Frost Blast is off cooldown in half a second. KT's just moved. What do you want to guess is going to happen?
All the melee goes crazy. We don't keep our positioning.
This is going to be scary. This is one of those things that the other guilds look at and they're like, those motherfuckers, if that was me, we would have been punished. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. What happens here? What happens to the marks? I don't even know if I play this right. Let's hope to bejeebus. Okay, so I'm spread. Oh, people are starting to collapse. Let's see here. I don't know. This is okay, I think, so far. Ooh, that's
Someone
a little,
didn't
that's a
burn
little
their
close. Yeah, my fear's off cooldown. That needs to be called. Well, mind control's not for another minute, so we're fine.
No, but what I'm saying is the sheep people were. I mean, the mind control people were feared already. So
Yeah. Well, if you guys saw it, there's someone out here who took Frost Blast, so yeah, there it is. So where's the worst place it could have landed? If it landed out here, we got lucky. Who did it hit? And we weren't lucky.
If it hit the warriors getting chain healed there, or there's another person on the top left corner of KT and the rogues right there.
Yeah, so I don't know if this wipes us, but it might. It probably fucking could, right?
I thought we were supposed to keep position and only like 2 of us go to kick.
Yes, that's what we discussed, but you can see I'm out of position and everything went to hell. We panicked. Let's say that same thing again. So if shit goes, south, let's all the melee just stay where they're at, and I'll try to remind myself, Girth, you're marked. You're just going to stay where you're at. Everyone's going to stack on your usual groups. It's blue square, green triangle, and we're going to wait until the tanks reposition. So that was lucky. Maybe we wipe, maybe we don't. I'm going to put it back at 2 times speed. And the rest of it's just cake. I don't know if we called wreck or not. But I would wreck here for sure. Yeah.
We do at the very end. and then right before he dies, he kills me.
Sag.
It's a good run, guys. Let's just do the same thing and kill one more gold pack, and we're gonna be Gucci.
Can't
Does
live.
anyone have anything for the good of the group?
Yeah, I don't want to do the same thing and lose 5 people on patch. And
Yeah, not the exact same thing.
I want to do close to the same, but better.
I'm exposing this week, so get your 99s.
After this week, I'm gonna put out a poll for people just to get some info on what you guys want to do for the next like 2 months.
That. I'm sorry.
While you're watching this again, Rich, I was eating earlier while we watched patch, but the main thing is our healers just need to be precasted more. Like all 6 shamans need to be pumping chain heals out like as we're going up the pole.
All right.
Just don't get healing threat.
I like it. Charles, did you want to finish that thought?
Well, the thing about healing threat is you're only going to get threat for actual healing done, and healing done's not going to happen until Equal Strike goes out.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that.
Charles, before we dismiss VOD review.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying that after this week, I'm gonna put out a poll for the next like 2 months of rating on what you guys want to do. Do we want to continue speed running and all this stuff?
I like speed running. We'll vote about it later. Neo, did you want to finish your thought?
No, I was just saying for threat, with healing, you get a half a point of threat for every point of healing done. That's how like the math for it works out.
All right.
So for every like 2 healing that you actually do, you get 1 point of threat.
Yeah, Saf didn't like that.
So precast on Patchwork. Does anyone else have anything for everyone? No. Slayjoy, congratulations on being a dad soon. And I believe that concludes VOD review.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Yeah, as you watch that kill, like how the chain heals were blasting off in the middle of the fight there, and it basically looked like just a solid line of chain heals going off. That's how it needs to be as we're pulling. And you can see when we pull, it's like 2 or 3 of them going off, and that's it.
Yeah.
Elder, you guys reserving this round at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I believe
We
so.
pull patch
We
a
have a,
little bit more to the right, just so we have a little more buffer, so we don't get hit by the chain heals as we go to the slime if they're
It's
precasting.
going to be an Ani Rend.
So
I
we
think
don't
an Ani
accidentally
Rend.
get them
We have
threat.
we have a heart going out at 58, and then Ani and Rend at 03. If anyone still needs DMT, we have one of those open as well.
I just don't want like the tanks running in to get like a bounce onto the slime guys and then get caster threat before a hateful goes off, you know, so we have a little more distance.
How are they going to pull it right, though?
Back up a little bit?
Yeah, they can back up a little from here. I see what he's saying. Like, you have to basically stand on top of patch to not be in the slime.
Yeah, it's up to them. I'm not at their keyboard. So if you want your idea to land, you need to talk to Tronk.
Do you have room in that trib? Or no, is it full?
Just message Bone.
There are a ton of people. You're probably best getting.
Tronk is gone. Sorry, Stab.
Yeah, just saying, it's just something we should be mindful of.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk to Tronk about that if you really feel strongly about it.
I can just see
3
it.
or 4 times, it'd be fine.
Yeah, exactly. If he just strafed a little bit as Patchwork's coming in, we're good.
Yeah. I don't disagree. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I will see you on Tuesday.
For any for any melee that want to get the warrior class buff, probably gonna drop it maybe Monday night.
Yeah, ping Discord. I want it.
Yeah, so we'll set something up for that.